I am Vaidya, Dr. Ashwin Shastri. I am an Ayurvedic physician. We have our own Ayurveda center, Arogya Niketana Ayurveda Ashrama. And this is a special time and a special moment to introduce one of my friend and as well as our guest. Can you please introduce yourself?
Namaste. I'm Ravi. I'm working as a software professional in Hyderabad for a multinational company. So I've been working with this company for the last 14 years, and it's located in Hyderabad. And to give, before I introduce myself, I have to give background. I was software professional works during the pandemic situation of COVID. So when we used to go to the office, to the work, and we used to collaborate more with my teams and get some breaks and continue our work. It's a hectic, challenging schedule as well. So somehow during COVID and during the lockdown situation, we ended up with working from home continuously, and every dollar is matter for the business considering the pandemic situation in the market. So knowingly, unknowingly, we got into stress, and we didn't know that we are undergoing some stress. And starting from morning 9 a.m. to till midnight, I used to work. And from last 2 to 3 months, the schedule is same, even Saturdays and weekends as well. So there is no gap to take enough time for me, for myself. So I think that is the brief introduction. You can understand with someone with having this kind of lifestyle and hectic schedule who is going through this kind of pandemic situation. We have a lot of depression, tensions, pressures, and which leads to a lot of health issues. I think that's where I ended up here at Arogya.
Basically, he visited our temple, the Lakshmi Narasimha temple here, and Swamiji, I think he guided him to here. It's a situation which happens for most of the people, not only for the software professionals, in every profession. It is more in the pandemic situation now, but it is the condition which is slowly creeping up in the whole world now. Yes. The stress is the major factor. Almost all the diseases which manifest in the present world, so-called metabolic disorders, we name it as hypertension or diabetes or cardiovascular diseases. They all originate from a box called as stress. A greater part of that it is contributed because of the stress of many kinds, which Ayurveda says as Shadvargas, Arishadvargas, Raga, Dvesha, Rupa, Pada, Matsarya, Kama, Krodha, Rupa, Pada, Matsarya. So this is something which happened in Mr. Ravi. In a short span of time, it manifested as a condition. It shown up as what we can call as a condition. We can name it as hypertension, diabetes, and anxiety, sleep disorder. So this were the situation with which Mr. Ravi come to us, and I think he underwent many investigations.
When I was got this kind of symptoms while working on a hectic schedule, suddenly I got pain in the chest, and it spread to the throat neck to the head, and it was stiffness throughout my chest, back, and the left side of my face muscles, etc. So immediately I thought it's a cardiologist and consulted local emergency cardiologist, and they said there's nothing wrong with the cardiac. But definitely the symptoms looks like some arrest, maybe vascular related issues. So immediately I consulted neurologist, and I suspected something wrong with my nerve system, so that I may get paralysis kind of such situation. So immediately I consulted neurologist, and he suggested for brain MRI. And the major report which we found in the brain MRI was there are some red clots in the brain, which is we mentioned as a report as chronic microvascular ischemic.
Yes.
It's kind of stroke what they mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, I think the side effects of the trace, I see that knowing.
Maybe I just fill in upset you. So these kind of chronic whatever the microvascular blockages which happens in the brain, it is not unusual. It happens in a more normal condition after the age of 60 or 65 years. Small blocks are very common. It's a physiological phenomena which happens after the age of 65 years or 70 years. After the age of 70, 75 years, there will be many blocks, such blocks, plaques which will be there. But microvascular blocks which can happen at the, I think your age is 40, you mentioned. At the age of 40, it shows how the amount of stress the body has taken and the nervous system has taken. At the age of 40, there are changes which are happening, which should be happening physiologically at the age of 65 or 70. So such changes are happening inside the system. Biologically, he is 40 years. Chronologically, he is 40 years. The changes which are happening inside the system, which is much more than that. So it's a point to be noted. I think you can continue.
I think not only that major report we found in the medical, and as a solution with the cardiologist and neurologist, I consulted the physician as well. And,
Yes.
I didn't know that I'm a diabetic patient because from last 3 months I'm continuously working, no physical exercise, all whatever you can say, lifestyle pattern is completely changed with the pandemic situation. So it was diabetic. I was not taking any medicine from last 3 months, and hypertension is added to it. And so there are few symptoms. Definitely, I might miss it. So even for small sound, I was used to get irritated. Even small thing or small task which is not happening on time, I used to get tense and I used to get angry, and directly, indirectly, my complete family got into the depression with the kind of behavior. The major things which I also noticed before these symptoms came out as a chest pain,
Yes.
no appetite, and even if I was going to the bed 1 a.m., 2 a.m., I thought my physical body is so strained and I could able to sleep easily,
Yes.
but I could not able to sleep anymore. I thought it's something wrong with my bed and etc. I got a super deluxe weight fit mattress so that I can relax much more easily.
Yes.
That didn't help me, and so no appetite, no sleep, even though I was working quite number of hours in a day.
Yeah. The same thing, maybe I will give a small two similes. How it happens. I mean, most of the people ask, I sleep 6 to 8 hours a day. I mean, in the daytime they are sleeping. So, sleeping at 12, getting up at 6 or 7 or 8, sleeping at 2 and getting up at 8 or 10. It does not matter whatever the number of hours, whatever the time of the day I sleep, but I sleep 6 to 8 hours, that should be good. But I always give an simile. I mean, it's just like if the rain happens in the rainy season happens in the summer, and in the summer, in the rainy season, if there is no rain, if there is sunshine, what happens? So most of the people from the city, they say nothing happens, only water clogs in the road. No, it does not happen like that. In the nature, what happens? The creation, the cultivation, all the cultivated crops will be destroyed. I mean, if there is a paddy untimely rain, it destroys the paddy, destroys the arecanut, destroys the coconut, it destroys every crop. So it shows the creation is hampered. So untimely things will destroy the creation. So like that, person who should be sleeping at night, if they sleep in the late night, and they wake up in the late in the daytime, what happens is the creation, what should be happening in the daytime, good creation will not happen. In the night is considered as it represents its color, darkness, the negative energy. So that will be created. So not only the positive energy is not created, the negative energy also creates. So that always continuously influences us. So that is one thing. The another thing is appetite and other things, as Ravi mentioned. So what happens is, if there is a water in a bucket And if the water stagnates in the bucket for 2 days, that water we don't use it. We don't use it, it's not usable water. So because it has got some fungus or it is not a good water to consume. So what happens if the person sits? So the sitting individual, their body also gets negative energy, and the things which should be positive metabolism will be hampered. So the rainwater or the Ganges, the river Ganga flows 3,500 meters, kilometers, but still the water is usable even after the 3,000 kilometers of its flow. It's only because of it is running, it's moving. So individuals who sit, they will have a lot of difficulties. So this is something which happens for every profession. People who don't do it, even the lazy people, they sit, they also get the difficulty. People who sit for the profession, they get the difficulty. So such is the situation. So in the past, people, even our Ayurveda Vaidyas, physicians, the great Acharyas, they used to tell what are the three things one should be following to get a good health. Food, sleep, and brahmacharya, means some of the right conduct we should be followed. So, but in this era, the fourth pillar should be added, that is exercise. It should be more natural. Now it has become that we have to introduce forcefully in our curriculum that we should be moving. Physical activities. Man stood by legs to move, to walk. Now we are in a situation, we have only two positions, either to sleep or we sit. So such is the situation.
So by sitting more number of hours, I also got cervical spondylitis. No surprise. I think that is one of the common symptoms. Most of the guys who works in front of the laptops and computers and use mobiles so number of hours per day. And obviously, as I was working more number of hours, my eyesight also quite disturbed. And eyes was burning all the time, more relaxed to the eyes and etc. So these are the major symptoms I was suffering while coming when I was in Hyderabad. And whenever I have difficulties, I think we used to come to the Ariyarpura Sri Mat to meet the Guruji here. And I do not have any hope. So the neurologist, the physician, they said too many things like probably you have to give up your profession because it's too hectic. And I was just 40 years old and too retired. I thought I may work 10 more years to get retired and not right time to retire as well. And too many pills to consume every day. So that was more depression than in my work. So for 2 pills for diabetics, 2 pills for hypertension, 1 pill for sleeping, a few other for painkillers, etc. So it was like I was feeling like I'm patient. I don't think I'll survive for not more than 5 years. And doctors suggesting me to change the profession at the age of 40 years. What kind of profession I can change, and wherever I go, I have to put more energy and I have to get into the involve myself at hard. Then only I can succeed. So no chance to even change the company as well. So it's less overall. I think I seen top to bottom all the symptoms due to the stress. Probably that might be the root cause.
Yes.
And I took this health reports, and just came Ariyarpura just to inform our way to Guruji here. And fortunately, I think Guruji suggested Dr. Rashmi Shastri. So he is the right example for Vaidyo Narayana Hari. I think I thought he's not only given the treatment. I think he can explain more about the treatment. I thought does not have any hope on the life. So he's not only given the treatment for me, I think morally supported me, and he was well explained each and every concept of Ayurveda and Panchakarma, how it works and what kind of time you have to give. So the only thing from my side I did is I just followed the instructions given by the doctor, and I given enough time to see how the results come out. I think so that is a really wonder in my life. I didn't really expect it, and so I was giving time to be calm and to follow the instructions. So the Panchakarma I seen in Hyderabad and other metros in Bangalore. I thought I don't think the massage kind of Panchakarma will help me to come out from all this problem. But doctor is well explained to me the Purva Karma of Panchakarma, how it works, and how it's useful for someone like me. So after going through the treatment of Purva Karma and Panchakarma of it, and for 6 to 7 days, I seem really quite lightweight. On my chest, I can say that 60 to 80% is gone, and I was feeling very light, and I was able to move very quickly. So initially, when I came initially from Hyderabad to Hariharapuram, if I walk for 10 to 15 feet, the next step will be I was missing the balance because of my mental condition. And if I sit down and do Shastanga Namaskara, I could not able to wake up. I was looking for someone help to stand. So that was the condition. I think first 7 days itself, I see quite improvement in my physical activity itself. I think then the appetite is turned up. Amazing. I mean, I never had such kind of appetite in my life. That's very good symptom, which is given me the first hope in the treatment. And the next one is I could able to sleep by 8:30. That's a wonder for me. I think I never able to sleep and went to bed by 8:30 p.m. Even I'm not physically much trained. So that is these two symptoms given really a lot of hopes, and I sincerely follow the instructions and treatment suggested by the doctor.
And also we have in the beginning itself, I think after 2-3 days we stopped some of his medicines. His body responded very well, and he was also very much into the treatment. So he went through the treatment as per the whatever his body was needed. So what happened during the course of the treatment? The most important thing for the society at present, it's a pacey society we call. The society is very pacey. So Ayurveda, whether it can help the individual or whether it cannot make, there is some doubt. Many a times it comes. So many a times when there is a immediate condition, then it happens. Whether Ayurveda can help, because it is slow. No, it is not slow because the body is not fast. So any change in the body, it takes long time before it manifests as a disease. So there are many people when they come and ask whether, sir, doctor, I don't have a diabetes. When they come for another disease, when we see all the picture, and we say that if you continue the same way, in another 2 years or 3 years, you are going to get a diabetes or some other condition. Then they say that I don't have diabetes, doctor. I have already tested, everything is all negative. So I say that it is in the process of making. So until you get the blood test done that you have a diabetes, you don't have a diabetes, it does not mean like that. So diabetes is a process, it manifests for a period of time, or hypertension after a period of time. So it is the same way, the body, any change in the body, it takes long time before it manifests as a disease. So the pacey society, it is so much pacey now that most of the times we end up in ICUs. We cannot even go to a normal hospital because we are such pacey society. So it should not be the way. So when I think with Ravi, we were able to reverse most of the things. It does not mean that we can reverse for all the hypertensive people or all the diabetic people or anxiety people or neurological conditions. But most of the times, greater part of the difficulties can be reversed back, or the greater part of the pathology can be reversed back to an extent. Sometimes fully, sometimes in a moderation, sometimes to a mild pathological reverse. But we can ensure that the individual will not have a difficulty which is progressing towards the worsened side that can be 100% stopped. His heart, his liver, his kidney, his nervous system, his blood vessels, they work for 20 to 30 more years without any complication. So maybe diabetes, if an individual is going to have a difficulty after 5 or 10 years after getting diabetes or hypertension, if we are making sure that there are certain changes which we can make in his lifestyle, food and approach to the life, and certain treatments which can take out the toxins out of the system, and after the age of diabetic age of 30 or 40 years, if his still kidney is working very well without much complication, so then that is the greatest thing what an individual can have, even though he may not be off the medicine all the time. I think fortunately now Ravi is not on any medicine, maybe 5 to 6 different types of tablets, including diabetes 2 or hypertension 2 flu and sleeping and some neurological conditions, he was taking 5-6 tablets.
I'm not using any medicine.
Any of the medicines he's not taking.
So after starting the Panchakarma for 10 days, I think I started giving up my diabetic pill, and I was able to sleep very peacefully by 8:39, and I gave up the sleeping pill. The next day I gave up high hypertension pill. So I'm not using I'm using any medicines. So,
Yes. Maybe the first line of treatment for any disease is Nidana Parivarjana. Nidana Parivarjana, take away the cause. So when we were able to take away the cause, the stress with which you were working, and you yourself made yourself in the mind that I won't get into such stressful projects, or you won't be working for 14 to 18 hours what you used to work. Such works you won't be doing. Such you made your mind, and you wanted to correct yourself. So and moreover, you got the very serene environment being with in the temple, and the Swamiji and his blessings, and the river what it flows. That maybe 20-30% of the treatment itself is that, because it takes away the mental stress completely away. So what we were with the Ayurveda treatments, we definitely choose something which is good for you based on your constitution, the type of toxin what you have had. So I think we selected a procedure called as Virechana, and we did it with a more correct classical way of doing. I think in the middle, one point you asked, I think you did not know what the treatment. He was taking ghee on the 4th day. So then he said, "Doctor, I am undergoing any treatment of Panchakarma." I told, "You don't worry about it, and this is the Purva Karma," I explained. Because taking one small dose of ghee that finishes the whole day of treatment, that was your. So the ghee will be working for maybe 24-15 hours. That was the answer I gave. The treatment of this kind of Ayurveda treatment, no other treatment can replace this one in eliminating the toxins out of the system. So with the process of the treatment on the, I think by the end of the Virechana, with the detoxification, it took around 9 days. He was off most of his medicines. His sleep was good, hypertension was under control. In many of the medication what he used to take for neurological conditions, it was taken away. And only one diabetic medicine, that too on the day of elimination we stopped it. And now we tested after a week of treatment, after stopping the medicine, everything is under control. So it is your body's response for the medicine. That is also we don't want to take all the credit for Ayurveda treatment. It is your body which responded such a way. If another individual may respond little less than what your body responds, it is, but nonetheless the treatment will help.
Yeah, the one thing definitely I have to give credit is to doctor is I consulted a lot of Ayurvedic consultants in Hyderabad as well. So they always give a lot of prescriptions. So if you go to the Ayurvedic doctor, okay, they give bag of medicines. Whether it works or not, they give ashwagandha, they give the shikati, all well-known herbs to improve your energy levels as well. So one thing I learned and realized that like medicine may not be required for a few individuals. So the kind of instructions you provided, like spending time in the banks of Tunga, be calm, be quiet, and do walking 10 minutes morning, 20 minutes evening. So I think that worked really very well. So I was really scared with that Virechana. I thought I would get sick with that elimination program. But I could able to walk down to the clinic that day evening because I felt okay, this is prepared.
Purva Karma, when it is proper, when the body is well prepared, it is just like when completely ripened mango, you put everything and the juice starts coming out. So such preparation, if it is done, then it won't be very difficult. I think then after we did some treatments which is good for your eyes and for the back and for something. So now I think this is the time to move on.
Yeah, this is a very wonderful experience with Arogya Niketana. I think not only doctor, I think the environment here is damn good, and the staff, Sumit, they well trained, experienced staff, they well taken care of my children. So I strongly suggest and recommend this Arogya Niketana. So all your disaster. So let's not. My humble request for all my colleagues, friends, the fellow mates and others who is getting to this kind of hectic pandemic situation, professional life. So don't wait till your body shows the symptoms.
Yes.
Probably knowingly, unknowingly, everyone is going through the tremendous stress nowadays because of this pandemic situation. So you always, let's not wait to get this 110 symptoms to show your body and say, so okay, makes your body to say this is enough. Now you can't move and take rest enough. So better you be proactive and consult someone like Dr. Ashwini Shastri. I think he's the right guy for you, the right treatment. I think now I realized pretty much what is the importance of the Ayurveda and Panchakarma, and having the right Acharya also very important.
Yes,
So
so
that
also
I
the
realized.
thing is, if an individual like Ravi, if he has some difficulties or health issues, it affects the 10, at least 10 people who are surrounded by him. If the 10 people are affected, it affects the 100 people. So if 100 are affected, 1000 will be affected. Like that, the whole society will be under stress. If the situation, if our profession, many things which we are looking into the present commercial world, where it is heading towards, the more important comes for the commercial aspect of our life rather than the ethical part of our life. We keep one step forward, one greater respect for the money. So money is important, but if the good health is there, in a good body, if the good mind stays, then the wealth will be utilized. Otherwise, the wealth will be utilized for health purpose. It is not a good option.
Yeah. So that's the bonus we can expect from Dr. Ashwini all the time. So we get even the life as well how to do it.
No, it is more than, I don't want to take it as a personal thing. It is greatness of Ayurveda, which says, that's why it's a science of life. There are many Ayurveda good physicians who are also doing good job. So it's more about Ayurveda, which looks life in as a holistic approach. And there are immediate treatments like there are some acute management. The Western medicine is the best in many conditions. And apart from that, in all other situations, I confidently say that Ayurveda is the best. Maybe other sciences are also best, but Ayurveda is best in dealing in many aspects of the life and the health, in mental and physical health. So except for the first acute condition, all other conditions, one of the best medicine in the world should be Ayurveda. That is what I think.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.